Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my jbird. And this is remembering 1976 and 1977 when I first played chess back in 76 and 77. Was shown how to make the moves, play the game, created an opening, made a theory. It was short, long lived back then, but this is the way I learned to play chess, and I still play chess this way today. And now I'm in black, and this is called Nightbird, Jaybird, Rook, Bishop, King's Crown Castle to bot 1600. No errors, no assistance, no help of any kind to beat this bot. Game 27, and let's get down to it. With a c4, d6, d4, e6, c3, d7, e4, and e7. There's your knight's bird since 1977. But like I said, the two bishops were up first. It was my first creativity and theory, and then this pawn and this pawn push, the two rook pawn pushes up one, and that was my jbird. The first game I won with, the first creative opening I made, and then when jbird got tired of me putting the two bishops up here, I'll play something else, and I did. And then I started using the knight or the queen, and then things really got going. But when I made my jbird, we were discussing that opening, and I said, well, look, I didn't have to do it that way. I can go like this and move the pieces back and forth and like that, but never really did it until he actually got tired of me playing the two bishops. That's just the way it is. I mean, we're kids. Anyway, after e7, a4, h6, e2, a6, e3, and I'm much better than I am back then now than I was back then. But still, I mean, just to have this opening goes a long way. Just like that, without knowing anything. After e3, c6. Now, I want to equal the position. I didn't want to try to venture on to do nothing crazy because I'm telling you, the 1600s, 1700, 18, they're all good. I mean, you got to be careful. So I wanted to equal the position here and then see what it does. You walk your way into this slowly. After c6, he goes d5. I go b6. Well, that's defended, so moving here ain't going to help him. And I'm planning on pushing that pawn up. After b6, he goes c2. I go c5. Now, this is a strong side now. I in my head, I plan on putting a queen here, the bishop up here, castle the other way. This was one of my, which I already figured I want to do. Let's see what happens after c5, d1. I got to push past that pawn, and I was glad because, you know, if he would have took it, then things would have went different. Maybe I would have ran my bishop here and still put my queen and castle and have my rook set in here. But I got it past. He put it over there. Nope. After e5, f4. And this is what you want. This is the way you want it. Now you can move your pieces in around the back. After f1, d7. Into the jbird since 1977. d2. Queenie up, c7 on dib, like I said. It's working out. f3. Before I do it, I want to get some pieces pushed up over here and get ahead a little bit. But I made one mistake. I don't know if I ran it through the computer to save a mistake, but it's my mistake. Oh, still. For g5, he goes g1. That's a mistake. You don't want to push this up because look, he can say check, and I didn't get my castle in, and then I lose momentum. See, you'll lose momentum. I mean, you probably can still pull it off and win this game, but you lose momentum. Let's see what happens. After f6, h4, I castle. Now, we'll come back to this. You say, well, luckily, I checked into it. There's nothing there. You know, because you can't take with this pawn, you'll lose your rook. But there's not here. We'll come back to that part. b3 takes h4, d3, h5, c1, Side the king over, b8, takes h4, and then he made a mistake. That's a mistake. He should have never took it. No, here's what happens. f5. He gave me momentum. He has to move his rook. h2, f4, d2. See, now, this is winning. He's losing. See, remember when that 2000 game, I think it was the last one or the one before, when it got jammed up, like when the stone wall comes up like this, the pyramid-looking style? That's what, oh, and that was we'll go back, the rook, bishop, king, crown, castle. Let me show you that. Right here. That's the jbird, rook, bishop, right here, king, crown, castle. All right, let's go back to here. That was bad. He gave me momentum. It was f4, d2, f6, f3, g4, and now you move in. This is what you want to do. This is the whole purpose of this theory, is to time everything right and move the pieces around, and now you just attack. After g4, h1, g8, g3, take g3, take g3, f8, g2. Got to get the queen in the game, c8, f1, f6. Goes h6, g8, g5, g4, a4, take a4, take a4, d8, takes f6, takes f6, c2, h4, takes h4, takes h4, and this is what you want. This is how you like to have it. After h4, e2, d7, h1, check, e7, h2, takes e2, takes e2, h7, a5, h8, f2, g5. I saw my opportunity to get this piece up here and help attack. He goes g1, you still do it, f4. He goes g4, I go g8, g2, g7. Well, he has to move. Either way, he's going to end up losing his piece. I got 3 pieces on this, but he loses anyway. He was forced, either way, he was going to lose this knight. After e3, takes e3, takes e3, or I should say the rook, takes g2. Not the knight. He was going to lose the rook. But he would have lost the knight, and then still I would have had more. He had no choice. After g2, f1, h2, e1, keep him in the back, g4, d3. He thinks he's going to defend this spot, but that's not what my goal is. h4. It's going to be checkmate. This is why he does it. g3, takes g3, f1, f4, e1, f2, and that's game. Let's go back. Now, this is only 1600, but right now, these 1600s are playing tough. The game goes like this. In the Knightsburg. I don't see no mistake going on here. No, well, he could have took with his bishop, but then I would just take with the queen. I mean, okay, there's no real, and then I pass with that one, then I pass there. Okay, the game would have went different if he would have took with a pawn, but into the jbird. Now, that's okay, that push. Not that one, because you don't want him to come down for the check. I should have castled right away. It wouldn't have mattered then if he ran it down. If I was there, then I could have pushed because I'm out of the way. Then I could have put the bishop down. Then he would have to get out of the lane. That's the only mistake right there I can see in this game. Everything else is fine here. Now we get here. He goes here. All right, well, let's say he goes like this. Well, I'll go like this. He go like this. I go like this. What does he got? Now I'm threatening his queen. If he takes, I'll take. Yeah, he'll get my rook, but I got his queen. And then this is defended. And if you see what I'm saying? No, that's not. It can't, if he pushes the pawn, then I'll take with the bishop. No, there's nothing there. Nothing's there. But the game went like this. And then I took right away because there is some danger there. But I deleted that danger real quick. And then I saw that. Okay, but now that's a mistake there. He gave me momentum. He just, that was all, that really sealed him in. That sealed it right there. That basically sealed it. And like I said, I think that's what the 2000 got too jammed up and clogged up at that one turning point. That's why it put the queen and just left the bishop get sacked like that. Because there was no future in it. That's how the game went. You run your rooks over. You got to take that pawn. You know, let's go back. You threaten till the point, and you keep going. Now you have to take the pawn. You can't wait no more, because then you're going to give him momentum. No, you don't want to do this. Look for pins. Get some help in the game. I run it back. Nope. I run it over. That helped me actually pin him again. He comes back. I'll pin some more in case he gets any ideas with this knight. Sometimes they go crazy and just start sacrificing pieces. Nope, I took. I went this way. He took. I wanted to get rid of that bishop. I pushed. I didn't take. No, I don't want to take. He's liable to walk right out of here. Nope, that's not the thing. You keep going. Now pin. Look at it. I got 2 rows pinned here. Get some more help. So now when this bishop's gone, I'll have the queen to come over. That's why. I brought it back. Check. Now I took the bishop. Now I plan on doubling up. Now I saw that I could put it here and get more help. Now I went back to pin him again. And there he had no choice. He was going to lose the... Why I say he went here? Why I say if he just did anything else. Let's say he just... What is he going to do? Let's say he tries to run. Let's just, for an example, he tries to run. Well, here's what's going to happen. He loses his knight. He's going to take. I'm going to take. He's going to take. I'm going to take. And now look. He's out a whole piece. See? No, that's why it's not going to work. The game went like this. He's going to lose his piece, and it was worse the other way, I guess. Well, it's bad this way, too, so I don't... But I had to figure this out. And then, well, there comes the mate. The mate was coming. And there's game. All right, thanks for stopping by, and we're going to have some more remembering 76 into 77.